Today's topic, I call it "To Advance, We Must Retreat." So this is the first motivational Monday of the year, and it's like crossing the battle line. Okay, or you got a new career at the start of the year. We want to advance, we want to improve, isn't it? That's what everyone is wishing us. Okay, have a blessed, prosperous new year. Okay, go better, have more children, make more money, make more friends. Okay, but I want to say that to advance, we must retreat. So what is the meaning of this word retreat? The word retreat means to withdraw. Okay, not a very good word in battle, okay, to withdraw. The word retreat also talks about a period or a place of seclusion for the purposes of prayer and meditation. Okay, place or period or place of seclusion for the purposes of prayer and meditation. So it's going away for a bigger purpose. In a leader's retreat, we retreat together. Okay, we retreat together. Okay, and I think of the word retreat, I think of the purpose of retreat. Then there are 5 R's, okay, 5 R's to retreat. We want to rest. We want to recharge. We want to refresh. We want to reconnect with self and reconnect with others. And then the last R is we want to reflect. Okay. As we go there, we have an opportunity to reflect about the past and about the future. And to me, a retreat it's as vital as the Sabbath, okay, the day of rest is to the human being. The human being needs to rest, okay, for spiritual, physical, other reasons. To work better, we have to retreat. Okay, if you want to work better, you have to retreat. To get maximum value, okay, for a leader's retreat, I need to be very intended. I need to be very, very aware. Why? Because on the one hand, I need to work harder before the retreat. I need to work really, really hard in order to clear all these things. Okay, I'm going to be away for a week. But I also need to remember to rest well so that I'm in shape for the retreat. Okay, like if you got an important conference, you've been working day and night before to get to the conference. You go to the conference, you fall asleep, you got no energy to fellowship after the conference, network. Then what's the purpose? Okay, so you need to be rested as well as having worked hard to prepare for the retreat. We've had leaders retreats, for 11 years now. Okay, from the first one in 2013 in Siem Reap. Okay. And most years we visit a UNESCO heritage site. Last couple of years we had to stay in Singapore, but this year we went back to visit a UNESCO heritage site in Penang. So we've just spent 5 days on this retreat, 1 day in Singapore and 4 days in Penang. And it was one of the best combinations of fellowship, food, fun, and fear. Okay, the 4 F's. Okay, fellowship, food, fun, and fear in that order. Okay. The retreat starts with a planning day. Okay, we do review and planning, and this is the grounding. Okay, the clearing of the space. Those who do coaching with me know the clearing of the space, so that I'm clear about what's been working. I'm clear about my blessings, and I'm clear about next year's goal. So I don't have to be worrying about these things when I take this break on the retreat. Okay, so it starts with a planning day. That way I can go into the leaders retreat, focus on this time, which is a complete change of routine. So on a leaders retreat, it's a complete change of routine. And you know how hard it is for us to change our routine. So our JC3 retreat has evolved with 3 key characteristics. Okay. Number 1 is the strengthening of bonds. We get closer when we play. Okay. That happens all the time. That's why in companies, they go out on a retreat, they sing together, they dance together, they eat together, they get very, very closer when they come back to work. Okay. And we get to know your spouses better, your spouses get to know us better. And I think that's a good thing. Okay, so there's a strengthening of bonds. Number two, surrender. Okay, what do we mean by surrender? Well, the good thing about surrender is that you face surprises, okay, new experiences. Remember Tony Robbins when he talks about the second human need, which is variety or uncertainty. Okay, so it's nice to have surprises. Surrender also helps us build trust in others, and then trust in yourself. The fact that you can go out there and even you don't know what's happening, you can survive this thing. You get to grow trust in yourself. And of course, the biggest example in 2022 was SUP, stand-up paddling. We surrendered ourselves to the organizer of the events, which was Amos, and it turned out to be the biggest thing that has happened to us last year. And surrender is also about mastery. Okay, mastery. One of the key principles of mastery is have what I have. So when I surrender to whatever program, whatever food is decided, I'm basically decided that whatever someone else has chosen, I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm just going to make the maximum out of it. Okay, like whatever the weather is, I'm just going to enjoy myself. That's mastery. Okay, I'm responsible for my emotions. Okay, habit number one. Okay, I'm responsible for my emotions. The third thing characteristic about the JC3 retreat is the third S is stretch. Okay, stretch is necessary for growth. Okay, growth that enables us to contribute. Some of us are, grandparents now, and we're looking at toddlers. They're really stretching and they're growing. Okay, if they're wearing the same clothes, same size diapers 2 months from now, you get worried. Okay, so you're looking for stretch in young people. Stretch is about Tony Robbins again, Kenny, continuous and never-ending improvement. Now, where do we stretch? Okay, we stretch in different areas and in different ways. Intellectual, maybe to plan the program is a stretch. Okay, physical areas, emotional, the fear. Okay, social, interpersonal conflicts we got to handle, interpersonal relationships, and then spiritual, of course. I heard some people praying very, very hard during some of the activities. And all of you, well, many of you will experience that actually going on the retreat at the start of the year, when the kids are just getting into school, you want to go and start your business, just to go away at the start of the year is a big, big stretch. Okay, so, but we want to stretch. So let me share with you, some of the things that we did that reflects these three key characteristics, of strengthening bonds, surrender, and stretch. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, so here, to advance, we must retreat. Okay. So here we arrive in in Penang, ready to go. HT wearing all his gear in case he loses his luggage again. And the first activity, straight after lunch, was what we call the gravities. Okay, so this is Komta Walk. Okay, this is the 65th story. Okay, 65th story. And what are we going to do there? Okay, we see all confident here, all dressed up in the t-shirt that they provide. We're going to go and walk outside this building, okay, at 65 stories. Okay. That's what it looks like. This is the video taken from outside the building. And this is me doing a... Jeff is laughing. Okay, here's another view. This is Amos.
Sit. Okay, two leg up. Sit. Okay, two leg up. Okay.
It actually slip lining up with nothing below. Okay. This is HT walking across this, I don't know what you call it. Okay, so HT, 71 years old. What kind of crazy fella does this kind of thing at 71? Okay, now some have less fear. Okay, here's Susan, she's standing on the edge like that. She's fearless. Okay, here, okay, I'm standing at the edge here, but I'm supported, of course, by a harness. Okay, some have got a lot of fear. This is Hui Xuan. She wants to come back in. Sorry, no one is hearing her. It's all soundproof. We can't hear her. Okay, but over time, you know, they get used to it. They're smiling. See, Pek Lin is smiling. Joshua is smiling. And even get to the stage where they're laughing. You know, Aiza, Yvonne, Hui Xuan is laughing away. Okay, and this is my favorite picture. Can you imagine Chong showing this to his this sensitive, creative architect? He's showing a picture to his staff. Okay, don't mess around with me. I'm the boss. Okay, it's my favorite picture. Okay, then the next day we went to this theme park, okay, Escape theme park. Okay, this picture shows just a lot of the water slides, but there's a lot of stuff actually in the jungle. Okay, because this theme park simulates the creator of this theme park's childhood, where he was out in the, you know, in the kampong, in the jungles. Okay. Okay, so this is one. It looks simple, but actually it's difficult. Okay, so you got to get up there. You got to say, "My name is Sharon. I'm a cowgirl," and then you just actually stay there just for a few seconds before you get thrown off. Okay. Then this is the world's longest zip coaster, Guinness Book of Records. Okay, but it turns around quite viciously, the circle. So that's Sharon and Amos. Okay. You should ask for a video of this ride. Okay. Okay. So on this ride, I heard some people praying very, very hard. Okay, my partner behind Hui Xuan was praying very hard during the whole thing. Okay, this is Jeff on what we call a slingshot.
Quiet now! Whoa!
Flip some more!
Okay, so those screams were screams of joy. Okay, they're not screams of fear. He can even do backflip and all this. Okay. So Jeff was one of the first to go up there together with HP and Aiza. You know, I said, "No way, I'm going to do this thing."
How xiao are you?
This one is crazy. Okay, but finally I said I have to face my fear, and you know, and I did it too. Okay, this girl didn't give chance; she just shot me straight away. Okay, that was a bit of a bad fall. You know, I'm still hurting from my ribs, and I want to show you this picture. This is my face going up. Yeah, I don't enjoy doing this, so I faced my fear. This was my biggest accomplishment. Okay, deciding to do that, and after that, GP followed also. Okay. Then we did the world's longest water tube slide. Okay, so this is the bunch of us who went together. Okay. And at the end of it, the picture taken outside. Okay, we're glad to escape from this place because we did a few more activities there. Okay. So here's us having dinner, and I'm telling Aiza about must be about Hui Xuan, how frightened she was. So we're looking at the pictures, you know, we're laughing, and we're having a great time laughing at Hui Xuan's expense. Yeah. Then we did ISUP. Okay, that's the inflatable stand-up paddling. Okay, so this is the beginners class. Jeff is experienced, but he's there with Aiza, Joshua, Yvonne, Nick, and Pek Lin. Okay, very brave of them to be doing it in the evening. And for the rest of us, it was our 1-year anniversary. Exactly on the day we started our first lesson So paddling in calmer waters. And then this is Chong, okay? Chong. And then out there, look at this beautiful background, okay? Backdrop of the Gurney Drive. This is Gurney Drive, okay? Yeah. GP. Really, really happy, excited to be out there in the sea. Yeah, it's a really nice shot with this background. Okay. And so here's a picture of us, okay? On a heritage walk, typical picture. Some people are always lost. Everyone is saying point left. I think she should speak in Malay. Here's Aiza pointing the other direction. Using her left hand, but point the wrong direction. Okay. Then, I thought it's about strengthening bonds. So we actually managed to strengthen bonds with some other people. Willing Casey and the family came to visit us during breakfast. And you know what? They live in Penang, and they didn't even know about this famous herbal duck miswa. Okay, so they can even learn something new. Okay. And I love this picture. This is JL, 7 years old, looking to challenge someone in chess. And she's playing chess with GP, who's 70 years old, 7 and 70. Okay. It's amazing that you would play with a young person, GP, and this young person is so, unafraid. Just go out and pray with someone with so much more experience. And, I shared that last year I experienced God's power over weather. And this month in January in Penang, okay, it's the month with the most days of rain, an average of 17.2 days. If you look at all those pictures that we had, there was not one drop of rain in the 4 days that we were in Penang. So, we want to thank God for blessing us with 4 continuous days of perfect weather in the wettest month in Penang. So what is the Leaders Retreat all about? Okay, what is the Leaders Retreat all about? If I can summarize it in one picture, it's about never stop learning or never stop stretching. Okay, and this picture summarizes this. This is Sue learning how to play how to do the Rubik's Cube from 9-year-old Jehan's Willing's son. Okay, so she's learning, still eager to learn. Okay, and that's the ultimate anti-aging. That is the ultimate youthfulness. And of course, in half an hour she managed to succeed in solving it. Okay, congratulations, Sue, for representing the essence of the Leaders Retreat. Okay, so I just want to end. I just want to end by saying that, as you reflect, those of us who went on a retreat, as you reflect on your results from this retreat, I suggest that you ask this also. Okay, you ask these questions. What are you continuing to stretch? Are you continuing to learn? This morning, I was just listening to the tribute to Nathan Ricks held at New Skin office. Okay, it's on Facebook. You can watch it. They all talk about Nathan as a man, as a friend. They share about his relationships and his care for people. It's just not one bit about money. At the start, I said, the retreat for me was about the 4 Fs. For us, it was about the 4 Fs: fellowship, food, fun, and facing our fears. Okay, not about finance, not one conversation about finance. It was about building close relationships. Jeff Mack, after Nathan Rick's funeral, then the funeral also reminded him of his son's death, painful experiences. Okay, he said this: as usual, when you face difficult situations, I ask 2 questions. 1, what can be good about this? Okay, what can be good about this? 2, what am I to learn? Okay. So especially those of us who had some, unpleasant experiences, either with yourself or with someone in the retreat, ask yourself, what can be good about this? What am I to learn? Because the purpose of the retreat is to reflect on things that come up. Okay? You learn more from your failures than from your successes, isn't it? Okay. And when you make these mistakes, you're not expected to repeat these bad attitudes and this bad. You're supposed to improve from here. Now, those of you listening to this who chose not to go on the retreat or were not invited on the retreat, you also reflect. Okay, why did you not go? What could you have done differently so that you are on this retreat?